these days I buy much more silver than gold because gold is near its all-time high. Silver's down 50% from its all-time high. So on a value basis, silver is much cheaper. Who knows, but I buy much more silver than gold. I think I've given you guys my views on cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
I had rather have silver, gold, things like that. And this is U.S. silver, but I have English silver, what is Russian silver, Canadian silver.
Oh, Russian silver.
Well, I do have some North Korean coins because my theory is that the risk is the price of silver. And I'm very bullish on the price of silver, so it's not much risk as far as I could see. But more important, when North Korea disappears, which I expect in the next few years, there'll be great collector's items. So you get a double play. Yes, I own U.S. silver. This is the silver dollar. I don't expect the U.S. to disappear. I mean, who knows? the rate Mr. Biden's going, who knows? It could. But the U.S. is printing, I mean, as you guys know, it's never happened in world history that nobody's printed as much money as Washington is. I mean, other countries are trying to keep up. Japan, the guy goes to work every day and prints what he says is unlimited. That's his word, unlimited amounts of money. So it's happening all over the world. And all of this money sloshing around has to go somewhere. It takes a long time to build a factory, but I can go online and buy some Amazon, in 10 seconds. I don't like what's happening. I don't like it at all, but I can see what's happening. I'm not blind, and it's going into financial markets. And at the moment, I don't see anything to stop it. Some financial markets are getting bubblish. I do know how this movie ends. I do know, I've seen it before. And I know in the end, a lot of people are going to be sorry. The money's got to go somewhere. And the first two examples you mentioned, Venezuela and Zimbabwe, it was a form of real assets. You had to put your money in, you wanted to put your money into something real. Silver and gold obviously would work in both of those places, but also stock markets, because in theory, those are real assets, and you own a real company, and you own a factory, or you own whatever. That's what happened in Germany. Weimar Germany, you mentioned it. Yeah, it's 100 years ago, but still, the same principle is applied throughout history. That if you debase a currency, some of us want to own something real, whether it's silver, gold, stocks, whatever. We know that the money is disappearing. Well, I'm very keen on agriculture, and buying farmland is has been, as I've talked about before, a wonderful investment. If you want to be a farmer, being a farmer is probably the best thing. Buying farmland and farming it, you get all sorts of benefits in the next decade or two, as Mr. Gates undoubtedly knows. I don't want to be a farmer, for whatever reasons. But if you like being outdoors and you like that kind of life, not much is better than being a farmer in the next 10, 20, 30 years. Maybe being a silver miner or a gold miner, but you got to find the silver mine in the first place. I do expect commodities to be going up as a general class for a while. Whether it's a, quote, super cycle, I don't know. I'm not as smart as those people on TV who talk about a super cycle, but I do expect, I told you, the cheapest asset class I can see anywhere in the world are real assets, commodities. And throughout history, when people print a lot of money, real assets have been a way not just to protect yourself, but to make money. I mean, the price of silver always goes up a lot. The price of gold always goes up when people debase a currency.
Before we continue, help us by smashing that YouTube like button and subscribe now to this channel. This shows the algorithm that you value the information, and it helps us spread this message. Sharing is caring. Please like and subscribe now. Thank you. And now, let's continue.
Russia, for all its faults, has huge amounts of natural resources. I mean, it's remarkable. Know this? I can't read Russian, but this says it's pure. Says it's 99% pure, and it says it's 1 ounce. So here it is. So they have started looking for a competitor. China, Russia, India, Brazil. I mean, various countries are in this movement to find something to compete with or replace the U.S. dollar. And by the way, history shows that International currencies, reserve currencies, have only lasted 100, 150 years throughout history. The British pound, French franc, Dutch gilt, all of them had their day in the sun, but then disappeared for whatever reason. And the reason was always that they printed too much and had too much debt. Pretty simple. As I say, I've seen this movie before. The U.S. has been doing this has been on top for, I don't know, 70, 80, 90 years. We can figure it out. But we're taking these political actions, and we're now the largest debtor nation in the history of the world. No nation in world history has ever been in debt as deeply as the U.S. is. I don't like saying this. I'm an American citizen and taxpayer like many people, but facts are facts. So the world is looking for a replacement, as it always has for hundreds of years. And something will evolve as the replacement, or certainly the competitor, to the U.S. dollar. Do I like it? No, of course not. I pay my taxes in U.S. dollars too, like everybody else, like most, not all of you, but most of us. So this is not good for the future of my children or of America or of Americans. But one has to face facts. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. And when that happens, one has to find a way to protect yourself. And as I look at history, not as I look at it, as anybody looks at history, precious metals and real assets have been the way to come through the collapse of any currency, or even the decline of any currency, or the debasement of any currency. This is simple facts. This is simple history. We had a president recently in the U.S. who didn't know history, or if he did, he didn't understand it. He thought he was smarter than history. Well, I know I am not smarter than history. I know that not many people are smarter than history, and when you debase a currency, always it has led to problems, and it has led to many people looking for real assets to protect themselves and to make money. And historically, as you all know better than many people, silver, gold, agriculture, things like that. Many people came to not many, but some people came out of the 30s, the Great Depression, rich. They figured out what was going on, and it adjusted and made lots of money. Most did not. We're having big problems coming in the world, and if you get knowledge, you'll get prepared and you'll be okay. So you guys teach. Just keep your fundamentals sound and keep the knowledge coming, and everybody will be better off.
What to do in such a situation? Inform yourself and keep your financial education strong. We from the Compact Group offer our loyal subscribers a free educational portal with first-hand monetary, financial, and economic knowledge. Enter our invite-only Insider Club by clicking the link below. You will get access to first-class information far earlier than the rest. We have prepared a special deal for all our members where you can access a giant pool of Robert Kiyosaki's financial wisdom for just $1. To find out more, simply click the link below and join our Insider Club absolutely free. But there is more you can and should do. Build up several streams of income. More and more people realize that they have to take their future in their own hands, but they don't know how and where to start. We from Compact offer our Insider Club members unique opportunities. Strengthen your financial muscle and get the edge. Click the link below. Become part of our free Insider Club. No financial obligations. But there's one important thing you have to know. You have to become active. So do it now. Become active, and see you on the other side.